Welcome in everybody to South Park Phone Destroyer week 17 Team Wars review. My name's Glanzer, here every week for you in tiny buckethead mode. Now last time we did this, we had some issues with our buckethead. We'll see if that fixes. And also this week, I realized that I didn't have I didn't have the sound up for the first few matches. So just be aware that there's going to be a couple matches that don't have any sound. So this week, a really important thing to know is don't lead slave, I would say, is probably one thing, because if you can play Grand Wizard Cartman against the slave's ability will eventually get broken by the Grand Wizard's ability. So it's just a really nice counter there. Or after the cock spawn, just like this, you can use the Grand Wizard and just basically get rid of him. So it's pretty nice. He's also a lot slower, so it'll end up on your side. We use that Frontier to get that extra damage in there. And we should one-shot. No, we don't one-shot the hamsters, but that's all right. Stan should get one hit. Now, level 5 Frontier does survive both of the new kid hits. So if you can keep him from taking any damage at all, I didn't even need to use that power bind there, but if you can keep him from taking any damage at all, he'll survive. All right, we got Mexican Joker 361. There's a lot of Mexican Jokers out there for sure. A lot. All right, we got the Drow. Catapult Timmy. I was gonna put him right behind New Kid, but figured maybe he could get hit by cows then. So we played him on this side. This is good. If we can take care of the Drow, obviously that's good. The team you're on is inactive. Well, come on over to one of our teams, man. We got plenty. You'll get into Team Wars. Team Wars is the best way to progress, honestly. Higher level Psalm there and Grand Wizard I might have been a little more scared. I just would have put my Grand Wizard down. So you see that a lot of times I play differently because the enemy doesn't have great card levels or great card choices sometimes. So sometimes you can't, and I like to call that out. I like to say, like, okay, I wouldn't have done that if the Grand Wizard was level 5. I wouldn't have done that. Stuff like that. Now right here, this week, the best way to deal with the cows, you pretty much were going to lose 1 bar. But the best way to deal with the cows was either, having Grand Wizard out already. You don't really play him before it, but you could play Kyle the Drow Elves just to kind of maybe set up the next thing. Maybe block some damage. Labard is a pretty good one. Stand of Many Moons is okay, but the problem is they could power bind you and then you don't get that damage. But if you put Stan out, you get AoE out from the Frontier, you do the Paladin. You're gonna lose 1 bar probably, but you're gonna be able to counter shit. The microphone seems more boosted. Oh shit, you're right, dude. Whoa. Wow. Okay. That's better. Yeah, that was weird. Somehow the gain went all the way up. It shouldn't have been that bad though, because I do have a limiter on it. But it probably sounded kind of distorted. How does Team Wars make you progress better? Because the Team Wars packs, especially if you're in Gold League team, the Team Wars packs have like a 50, 60, 40, 56, I can't remember what percentage it is. It might be 40%. They have like a 40% chance. Well, you could go look. We'll look in game later, but it has like a 40% chance at a legendary. So it's just really good odds at a legendary, and it's every week, right? And on top of that, you get like 13 or so epic cards, which can be really good if you only need 100 epics to get the next level. Getting 13 of them in one shot is pretty damn good, right? So Team Wars is definitely the best way to progress. It's more important to be in a Gold League Team Wars getting first, second, or third consistently, in my opinion, than it is to finish events. Because if you finish an event, you get 2 chances at a legend in the solo pack and the team pack, and it's like 10%. And then challenge mode is like 10%. No, one of them is higher. No, maybe they're both 10%. I don't know. We'd have to look back, but it's something like that. It's not much higher if it is higher. Yeah, definitely Psalm level 5 is big this week. Him being able to, and honestly, a big part of this week was having your cards like Timmy, Frontier, Drow, having those cards actually leveled so that they could survive Psalm's Blast and other stuff like that. That was important. It'll be interesting to see what my voice sounds like at the beginning of this. Good call out there, by the way. I would never notice that. It's probably still a little high. But yeah, I do, like I said, I do have like a limiter on it, so it shouldn't have been like blowing out your eardrums, but it did probably sound really, I don't know, boomy? What did it sound like? Just more gain, yeah. That's funny. You gotta be careful to not win too early. To you, it was just louder. All right, well, we'll check it out. If it's terrible, we'll just cut it out in post. Or I could just lower it in post too. SPPD 217. Well, 1969. What a great year. I honestly, when I saw this guy, I was like, oh God, I'm gonna lose to a hacker. I legitimately thought that. I thought I was gonna lose to a hacker based on the guy's levels and everything. Hide the evidence. Yeah, you know what? We'll just leave it in, and we'll just put something in the description that says, "Oops, oops." Oh, that's brutal that just straight up kills him. This is definitely one of those weeks where once you win, you win. Like there's no cards in your deck. Like there's no Satan, there's no Incan, there's really nothing in your deck where you can really make a really good comeback once you come down. Like once you get down a bar, they can just really, especially if you get Drow out there. Ugh, brutal. I don't hate this just because Grand Wizard Cartman doesn't care about Stan's ability at all. Like that doesn't matter at all. Powerbind on Grand Wizard is honestly best case scenario because now Drow and Stand and Mini Moons are fine. So this like could not have been better for me. Although I really did misplay this. I should have played it a little differently. But he didn't play his ability for the longest time. So he didn't get all that much. If he would have done that earlier, he would have had the Stand of Many Moons on my new kid. Okay, that's the difference between max 6 and base 6 right there, probably. Tupperware is your main combat against charged. I mean, he's not terrible at lower ranks. He really falls off higher up, but if you pair him with Cock Magic, you can do some good work with him. The Frontier and the Cows is just very, very good damage. It's especially good if they have the coop right there, because you can do extra damage to the coop. Every little bit of damage you do to the coop is, 1 or 2 less roosters that are going to come out of there. So SPPD accounts, no, those are just, SPPD accounts are just like what it gives you when you start. So it's probably just a new account or somebody playing on a phone and they never changed their name or something like that. That's what that is. There's not, as of this moment, there's not, nor has there ever been bots created by the game. There's been bots created by other people, but there's never been bots created by the game. I don't know if maybe as the players dwindle, maybe they'll throw something in there or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, there's never been AI in the game. The only AI, it's pretty clear because the AI in the story is really bad. And you'd know if you were going up against AI. So this was an interesting choice. I decided to defend because I was like, okay, he's going to try to kill my Drow and make a mistake here. And I'm like, nothing here can break my slave. So I think we're safe. We're going to break that. He gets my hamsters down, which is annoying, but My slave is still in good shape, but his slave is also good. But if we can get the Grand Wizard, nice, Grand Wizard gets destroyed. I should have used, oh no, that was good. That was good to use it on the second one, I like that. Sam not getting the hit. Oh, that was just brutal, holy crap, brutal. Too many people addicted to the game. I mean, I'm continuously amazed on how quickly I can get a match, whether I'm 6,000 or 8,000, so. And in our Discord alone, you know, on Team Wars weekends, and not only on Team Wars, just sometimes just throughout the week, we'll have people streaming, sharing their screen on our Discord. There'll be 15 people in there. And then pretty much at any time when you're streaming South Park, eventually 10, 20 people are gonna show up. Right now we got 5. I started kind of late, but 5 and 2, but that'll be, by the end of the stream, it'll be 15, 20, something like that. And then I thought of this last night when I ran into somebody with some name. I was like, dude, to this day, I still run into team names that I've never seen before. In other games that I play that are like this, like Champion Strike and stuff like that, there's 3 teams that you see. You see Kamikaze, Asgard BR, Legends. If you're at the top where I am, I'm like top, I think right now I'm like top 50 in the world. If you're up there, you only match up against those guys pretty much, but it's only like 5 teams. It's Asgard BR, Kamikaze, Legends United, I think, and then our team is Singapore, and then there's 1 or 2 others. So there's like 6 or 7 teams, and that's like it. That's literally it. You will not see anybody else from any other team. You'll wait 3 minutes to match up one of those people too. It's crazy. El Choco Latoso. That's a great name. Grand Wizard, but we also have low levels. So this is the bronze account. We're trying to get this team to silver. Good to use that. Now the logic, if you don't know, the logic to use the Grand Wizard ability is to slow play. Because like you see while I'm using it, his Grand Wizard is walking into me, right? So the idea is that if you use it, you get further onto your side. So that's why people will use it. That's also why people use Osimo. Those are the main 2 units that you do that with typically. There are a couple other ones. You used to be able to do that with Fast Pass. I used to call it the Burnout because it made him a really good first unit because you could use his ability in the corner, Burnout, waste a little time. Hey, Reaper, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate you. Do you have any names for teams you're on? Yeah, I'm on free-to-play whales, Dire Tide, Nambla, Namblings, Namblos, whatever team needs me. I have 5 accounts spread across those teams, excuse me, in the Pirate Coalition. All right, now we're just the Adventure Lock, Som levels. Oh, but look at this. What are the odds? What are the odds of that? Let's go back. Let's go back. We create an army of boosted cocks for the Frontier Bradley, dude. Shlap! Oh, it perfectly hit those 3. Oh no, and now Bradley's still alive. Oh no, brutal. Reaper, appreciate the sub. By the way, if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. Connect your Prime, Amazon Prime to Twitch. You get free stuff for your favorite games like League of Legends and all that kind of stuff. You also get a free sub every month on Twitch, like Reaper just did. Free sub is usually $5 per month. $2.50 of that-ish, depending on where you live, goes to me and supports the channel, so I'd appreciate that. If you haven't done that already, make sure you do that. YouTube Political Gamer says, you admit I'm addicted and I've only been playing for 3 to 4 months. Yeah, that's probably the most you're gonna be addicted is early on. Eventually you'll kind of hit a plateau and that'll kind of, it'll test your addiction. Because you won't be able to really because right now you can play for 3 hours and kind of make progress probably. Just because you're gonna be getting like common cards and rare cards and stuff like that. You're gonna be getting upgrade materials that you might need, stuff like that. then you're gonna get to a point where you have a ton of upgrades and you need 1,000 copies of every card you need, so it's just gonna take forever. And it's just all about grinding it out. Like right now I have 5 accounts, and the only time I play is on stream for you guys 3 times a week-ish, but even that's only like just packs. So it's like an hour maybe, because I just get 1 pack. So I only really get 1 pack kind of per day, because I'll get it like on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I get it for Team Wars, obviously. And then Saturday sometimes I won't play at all, and then Sunday sometimes we'll do the event, sometimes we won't. Usually we do the event on like 1 account. Rarely we'll do it on 2. It's been quite a while since I did it on all 5. But I could, yeah, so on 5 accounts on the top teams in the game, I sustain my account playing 6 hours a week, maybe. Not bad. Playing up to finish every event. Yeah, that's really what you gotta do. Finish every event. Make sure you're in a decent team that's always getting you Team Wars rewards, and always filling your requests too is also a big thing. All right, let's watch these last couple ones because there might be some good matchups in here. Goggles Paisano leading with the Psalm isn't terrible. You might just get power binded, and then it's just kind of a 2-for-2 trade kind of thing. Not terrible, but Paladin up there, interesting. You expect I'm just gonna Paladin. All right, you could Drow here, but I'm kind of just waiting for the Psalm. He didn't end up doing the Psalm. Now we're gonna wait for that, drop our guy. All right, that wasn't ideal, but wasn't too bad. Our cows and our new kid really dealt with him. Our cows aren't gonna get stopped by his Labard. Labard doesn't do enough damage by himself. You really can only Labard the cows and get value if you have like a bunch of other stuff out there hitting the cows already. Then it's useful. But otherwise, you're gonna lose the bar by doing that. The Frontier gets that extra damage. That was pretty good. I liked that. I liked that a lot. Probably get the Paladin on this Drow is the goal. Yep. Look at that, I'm reading the future. You could hit me once, twice, 3 times a lady. Those, well, they have 1 level higher roosters for 1, but then also that extra damage from the Frontier. I think Sam probably would have one-shot him anyway, but that extra 24 is definitely useful. The AoE, maybe take out the Timmy. Yes, we do. Beautiful. And like I was saying, Frontier survives so many hits from New Kid. Bang, bang. One thing I would say to find an active team is to get onto the official, not official, but like the biggest still active Facebook group, because there's still consistent, you can scroll and see different teams that are recruiting and stuff. FCC won't let me be, you let me be me, so let me see. All right, so this is, I only really played this because it was level 5 versus level 3. I don't think level 3's ability breaks my level 5's heal. We'll see if it does. But you'll see how even though he played first, I played on the left, I'm gonna end up way on his side because Grand Wizard is just so much slower of a card. But now we don't have to worry about our slave, and we power binded his Psalm too, which is a very, very good setup here. Now, ideally, maybe I wouldn't have played the Grand Wizard there because I think Cock Magic is a choice this week, right? So he could have slow played into the Cock Magic and then gotten my slave and Grand Wizard there. But honestly, I'm not too worried about Cock Magic on weeks like this because Cock Magic is only really good when you have like a 2-cost card to kill the cocks. And if you don't, then those 3 or 4 cocks at level 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever that might be, those are gonna be good enough to take the bar. Hey, what's up, Vordeck? All right, good AoE. Good AoE. All right, I like that. Make sure you put the coop down and back a little bit because you just don't want it to get hit by the new kid blast if you put it down when the blast hits. So many. We don't even get to see Mr. Slave's cock either. Shit, that's gonna get me demonetized. Everybody make sure you like the video because I'm not gonna make any money on it. All right. No, I only make like $1 per video anyway, but when you post a video per day, shit adds up, right? Krakow 7609. All right, pretty good rank. Let's see how this one turns out. Grand Wizard. We'll just play the same Grand Wizard. Wait a little bit. We might lose a little energy, but we gain board control. Board control. We want to do the same. So ideally, we want the play on our side because we want to. It's partially because you want new kid to hit, and like it just adds value. But it's also partially. I was gonna do Stan the Great, but I was like, you know what? Then he could power bind me and really screw me up. Now we're gonna go with this. Our cows come through with really good value, really block off his cows, make his cows not be able to get there, and we're able to use the Grand Wizard. That was just an absolute Team Wars clinic. That is playing this game with nothing but cows for a choice in Team Wars for 5 years. You were saying you've been playing for 4 months. I've been playing for 6 years since the game came out in 2000 and... it's been even more than that. It's been like 8 years. The game came out in 2017 or maybe it was 18. I think it was 17 actually. All right, Drow, you gotta get the timing right. Whoa! Oh, we're not gonna get it. Dang, I can't believe that slave took the hit. I also can't believe that broke the slave's heel right there. That was brutal. Paladin was kind of a bad play. The Grand Wizard ability was definitely a bad play. Now we just get the Drow. Watch this, watch this. Come along for the ride, Frontier. Choo choo. Chugga 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 choo choo. Level 7 cows taken down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Jordan 4 Evo, Jordan 5 Evo. I always try to tap all of them before the screen disappears. That's what you see me try to do there. You tap all of them and you swipe them both. If you can't do that, you're a scrub. All right, just like I was saying, level 5 slave though, potentially dangerous. Catapult level 5 though, that's not as dangerous. Like I said, Stand of Many Moons beats him up a little bit more. Frontier damage beats him up a little more. Level 6 max versus level 5 base, for instance, is a very big difference. Powerbind here, probably not worth it. Stan here would be good, but it's also would be massive value for his Powerbind, so we're just gonna slow play here. Get the slave low enough so that we can hopefully break it with this. Plap. All right, good. We got he's gonna get his Stan out, but we'll get our Stan out. We did break the slave, so that's good. And now we can wait for the Stan until the Stan gets close. Nice hit. The AoE. Ooh, the Grand Wizard knocks him back though. This could be dangerous. Is Stan gonna get his ability off? Oh, that could have been dangerous. But here's like I was talking about. Labard is really only good against the cows if you have other stuff to beat up the cows. Because they get lower health, sure, but you still gotta do damage to them. Can we keep the Grand Wizard alive for another ability? That will be the key. We won't have to because he'll die to the new kid. And now Frontier. I think that's the biggest thing about Team Wars is if New Kid was a higher level, it would be just a different ball game because like my Frontier's still surviving, Drow's still surviving. Like look at that, Frontier survives both hits if he's level 5 max. He might be level 5 max. No, he's probably just base level 5. It's so good. Like it's so strong to be able to like reset my push instead of him getting a reset and like doing so much damage and being able to maybe counter push on me. Instead, I get to reset my push because all my range units are now alive. This is the strangest. I figured this match was gonna be really glitchy because usually what happens is when that happens is like your games are disconnected. So like your game's really, like it took 10 seconds to load in because your game's, like he was sitting there staring at this screen with nothing happening. Cause I'm TNT. Yeah, it's still going strong though, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's good, honestly, there's some solace in the fact that there's like not any more cards because then you like don't have to worry about getting more cards leveled up. For someone that's been leveling them up since the day the game came out, it's been rough. There's more cards in this game than there is in like Clash Royale and like all the other popular games like that. Like there's so many more cards in this game. But yeah, I think one thing that's going to keep this going is just simply the fact that like South Park continues, and also the fact that if you search South Park mobile game, this is what you get. Like there's no other option. It's not like Simpsons mobile game where there's like 16 options, or Family Guy mobile game, or Marvel or Star Wars mobile game or something like that. Like if you do South Park mobile game, you get this. I'm surprised there's not like a AFK 5v5 South Park game yet. Because you could just, there's so many characters that you could dump. Like, in order to make a good game like that out of an IP, you really just have to be able to create an incredible amount of characters from the IP. So like that's why like Pokemon is good, Digimon, stuff like that. South Park is perfect. Rick and Morty is perfect. Futurama was really good for it. No real exciting matches this week, unfortunately. A couple good ones. There's always like comebacks in these ones, but they're not really comebacks if I'm kind of expecting to go down that bar. Like it's intentionally going down a bar knowing that I'm going to take 3, you know, kind of thing. So who knows? We'll go over deck picks here in a bit. But if you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you. Make sure you like and comment. Make sure you let me know which video or which game was your favorite. And if there wasn't a good one, let me know that. And should I just not even bother doing this if the matches are terrible? We'll just let the Epic Sacks take us home.